guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stacy. This is going to be a used Christian book haul and a Bible. I'm going to throw that in there because I did pick that up at the used bookstore. I went a few weeks ago on my son's birthday. That's actually what he wanted to do for his birthday. He's a big reader. And of course, I was like, yes, son, I will take you to the used bookstore because it is also my favorite place to go. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the haul. So the first book I've got here is The Case for Faith by Lee Strobel. He also wrote The Case for Christ and The Case for Grace, I want to say. I haven't read any of his books before, but I have seen the movie The Case for Christ, and I thought it was really good. Very much looking forward to this. I do like investigative type stuff. Huge mystery fan, so I think that this will be just a really good, informative book to read. Next is Bowmans Daughter by Ted Dekker. I'm currently reading 3 by Ted Dekker, and I'm really liking it. I also read, a few months ago, I read The Red Line. Is that what it was called? The Red Ribbon? I don't know. Something with red in it. It was Ted Dekker and his daughter, Rachel Dekker, I want to say. I thought that book was really good, very suspenseful. I do really like suspense, thrillers, mysteries. I used to only really read horror books, and so I feel like this kind of thing is a good way to incorporate the scares into Christian reading, because that's what I'm really trying to stick to nowadays. So yeah, looks like this one has a serial killer in it, so we shall see how it goes and how scary it is. I will let you know eventually. I picked up Radical by David Platt. I picked this up because I saw it recommended by Kendra. I will link her channel down below. She's a Christian YouTuber, but she also talks about books a lot. And she said that she really enjoyed this book and got a lot out of it. I've never read anything by David Platt. I've never heard of him until her video, but if she likes it, I'm sure I will. I'll just read you a sentence that's on the back of this. It says, "In Radical, David Platt challenges you to consider with an open heart how we have manipulated the gospel to fit our cultural preferences." Ain't that the truth? So, looking forward to that. Next one is Monster by Frank Peretti. I read Piercing the Darkness and This Present Darkness recently by Frank Peretti, and really liked both of those. They are darker books. This one sounds pretty dang creepy, and it would probably be a really good book to read in the summertime because it involves camping. So in the story, a couple goes camping and they hear a really loud wail that wakes them up in the night, and then the husband sees his wife being carried off into the woods by some kind of monster. This is supposed to be Christian fiction, so we'll see how that plays into this kind of storyline. Like, what kind of monster is this? I have no idea. But yeah, again, I think this might be good for summertime. I might have to read this sooner rather than later. I used to go camping. Not really a big fan of it. I don't love the bathroom situation, but I have been camping, and so yeah, I do want to read that book. Okay, this one is Summer by the Tides by Denise Hunter. I've never read anything by her before, but I think she mainly writes contemporary romance type books. I'm not sure if there's a romance in this one or not. It talks a lot about like family issues, family drama kind of stuff. But it says a summer of low tides could expose years of family secrets. And I think a grandmother goes missing from a family beach house. And so maybe there's a mystery element to this. So yeah, another book that would probably be very good to read during the summertime. I need more hours in the day because there are currently so many books that I am actively reading at the moment. And there are so many more books that I want to add to my actively reading pile. I just don't know how to do it all. But after 4th of July, the rest of my summer should be pretty calm with not a lot going on. So hopefully I can get a lot of reading done. But yeah, if you've read this, let me know what you think, if I should get to it this summer or not. This one I was very excited to see. It is part of the True Colors Historical Stories of American Crime series. It's called The Yellow Lantern by Angie Dickin. And I think there's 11 or 12 books in this series, and they're all based off of different historical crimes that have happened. So I read one, I want to say like 2 months ago, about a courthouse massacre that happened in West Virginia, or Virginia, Western Virginia. I can't remember. I feel like the one that I read might be a little too YA for me at this time in my life. So I don't know if the whole series is YA-ish or not, but I definitely wanted to try more because I do like crime stuff. So this one says, in 1824, Josephine Clayton is considered dead by everyone in her Massachusetts village, especially the doctor she has assisted for several months, yet she is very much alive. So this one has to do with body snatchers. That's exciting. And it also says she's forced to spy for grave robbers. So yeah, I think maybe this would be a good one for fall time frame, actually. Maybe October. Yeah. If you've read any of the true crime books, let me know that down below, and let me know like what's the best one to read. This one is called The Truth Teller by Angela Hunt. And I think she normally writes biblical fiction. I have read some of her biblical fiction, but this one is contemporary, and this one sounds pretty dang creepy. So it says on the cover, her son possessed a gift others would stop at nothing to control. And on the back it says, the potential for a genetic super race is in the hands of a desperate mother about to lose her only son. This one is called Only the River Runs Free, The Galway Chronicles by Bodie and Brock Theone. I don't know how you say that last name. Looks like that. This one takes place on Christmas Eve in Ireland, and it's about a town that's in need of a miracle. I feel like this is a husband and wife duo, and I think they write a lot of historical fiction and like fantasy type stuff, Christian fantasy. And I will save this one for Christmas time, definitely. Okay, so the last thing I got, and I was so excited to find this on the shelf at the used bookstore. Although it always does kind of make me sad when I see Bibles at the used bookstore, because I'm like, why didn't the person keep this? Like, what was it about this that they looked at it and thought they wanted to get rid of it? Not like give it to another person to share, you know, the word with, but to give it to a used bookstore to sell it. So I don't know, but I was happy for me. And my son already owns this Bible, and I really like writing in my Bibles. I highlight the heck out of them. I annotate. I take notes, the whole thing. And I definitely didn't want to do that in his. So I'm very happy to have my own. And so I picked up this, the ESV Study Bible. This was only $16. And I think online it's like $35. So I feel like I got a really good deal. And it's like brand new. There's nothing wrong with it. It's in great condition, as you can see. But I don't currently, or I didn't own an ESV translation. And I was on the hunt for one. It didn't have to be this one specifically, but I'm very glad that I found this one. But yeah, this one has so much notes in it. If you can see, the verses are up here and the notes are all this down at the bottom. And I know that I do really like the notes that are in here because I have, you know, gone through and used my son's Bible when I'm, you know, having questions about stuff. But I'm just excited that I can, you know, put my own writings in this and do what I want with it. I feel like the act of writing in the Bible or like highlighting helps me absorb what it is I'm reading and helps me understand a little bit more. And the ESV translation is a word for word translation. It's supposed to be one of the most reliable, is that the right word I'm looking for? translations. So yeah, I am currently reading my Holy Land Illustrated CSV Bible, which is kind of in the middle between paraphrase and word for word. I really like it. It's definitely understandable and easy to read. Eventually, I would like to read the majority of the different translations to, see the differences there are between them. So last year in 2020, I read the New King James Version. And this year, I'm doing the CSB. Next year, I might be doing the NLT because I just picked up the NLT Illustrated Study Bible, but I also really want to read the ESV. So I don't know. I'm just going to be reading the Bible year round for the next 100 years. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that is all I've got. Let me know if you've read any of these, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.